Bitch!
Welcome to the Unimaginary Friendcast. This is Livestream, episode number 309. 309. Wow, we are really getting up there in numbers. This is a conversation with your best friends, and we are your best friends.
I'm Nathan Von Ebenson.
I'm Erin Marie Betty Davis Jr.
And I'm DavidMonster.com.
All right, and today is our last podcast of
Ever?
2022. Oh, I was trying to do the timing of a joke, and yeah, obviously my comedic sense of timing is spot on.
Yeah.
Podcast of 2022. The next time we all meet again, it will be next year. So we are going to look back. A year ago, we made predictions on what was to come in 2023. So we're going to see if we were right, how right we all were, how wrong we all were. We'll see if we stuck to our resolutions. And then we're going to do the same thing for 2023. We're going to predict what's going to happen, make some resolutions, and we'll also talk about the best and worst things that have happened to each of us this year. So I'm excited.
Well, one of the best things that happened to us this year is Hooligan Mama. Aunt Josie's here, and she was waiting for us. She was early.
She's early, yeah. Well, she's nothing if not consistent.
She's the best. She's won more gold stars than any other human being in the history of the world, right?
I don't know. I think that you might be right. I lost count, so.
You want to know another thing really good that happened to us this year?
Another thing?
Bam!
Bam! For you non-live stream listeners, we'll just leave that one for our viewers.
Yeah, you have to. If you're not watching, you're only getting half the story.
All right. Well, since we last met, there's been some holidays. So what's been going on? What's everyone's latest and greatest news? Who wants to go first?
Well, you got the elephant in the room is you're so stupid if you're not watching the live stream too, because they are dressed to the nines. They're in adorable little outfits.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you guys should go first to explain. You guys are like Donnie and Marie. You guys are like Trixie and Katja. You guys are like, I don't know what.
I'll go first because this is the first time in my life I've ever curled my hair.
And this is the first time in my life I've ever done a tutorial on how to use a curling iron.
To your husband?
Yes, and I think you did a fabulous job.
My hair is very curlable. I don't know why I haven't
It
been
is.
curling my hair on a regular basis.
Do a Farrah in the opening of Charlie's Angels and whip your hair around like you're beautiful and say I'm beautiful.
It kind of hurts my neck when I do that.
There's so much hairspray in there, they're not going anywhere.
No.
You wanted to look at, everybody dresses up for New Year. They want to bring in the new year looking their absolute finest, and that's why we're here, obviously, in our red stripe t-shirts.
Red. What is Red Stripe?
I think
Is
it's
it
an
beer?
Australian beer.
It is a beer. I don't know if I think it's Caribbean.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jamaican?
Jamaican beer.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Jamaican beer.
All the islands are the same.
The islands, man. I hate when people do the Jamaican accent and they're not Jamaican. That's my biggest pet peeve in life.
Really? Is that the worst thing that's happened to you this year?
Uh-huh.
Well, I have big news, but it's so big that it's too big for our news.
All right, save it for.
Oh.
I just want to,
Well, will it be a prediction for the next year?
It is that as well. Although, yeah, it is.
Is it a
prediction.
resolution?
It is that as well. So
Is it a bombshell?
It's a bombshell. I'm gonna put a
Why don't you
placeholder
go
in my
last?
news.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna.
No, why don't you go last on the entire podcast, and then it'll usher in the new year.
Because I think it's even too big for this section.
Oh. No, I mean last on the entire podcast.
Oh, maybe I can wait till the very end. We'll see. It might come bubbling up at some point. So I think Aunt Josie probably knows.
Aunt Josie knows?
She knows everything.
Let's move on to the next piece of news, and then we can find out. Because all this waiting.
I know.
The more we talk about waiting, the more waiting we have to do.
David,
right, cool.
That brings you up.
Well, I have a bombshell too, but thanks for stealing my thunder.
Sorry.
It's actually not. It's just I'm gonna launch a legit Patreon for my legit writing as davidmonster.com
You
in the
are.
new year. Very soon in the new year, yeah.
That's
Yeah, I'm done.
awesome. And so all your smut patients will have a place to dump their money.
Patience?
No. My smut
He's a
is
doctor.
already
Doctor
my
of smut.
smut Patreon's already up. So this is gonna be my legit Patreon.
Oh, wait. So you're going to have, including ours, you have 3 Patreons?
I'll have 3 total, yeah.
You are raking in the dough, David Monster.
Thank you, Aunt Josie.
Well, you'll have to let us know when that's going to launch.
I will. I'm putting it together right now because I realize I have so much material that yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, shall we move to our gold star for this week or for the...
Yeah.
David, would you like to present it?
Ladies and gentlemen, okay, Erin and Nathan, get your fingers ready. You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the gold star for this... What?
What do I do with them?
Sorry. You'll see. The gold star for this year is you. You,
Ooh.
all of you. You get a gold star, and you get a gold star, and you get a gold star, and you get, except for Aunt Josie, you have too many gold stars. But everyone else gets a gold star. All of you guys for listening to us and being amazing. Like, you guys get the gold star of the year. You know what? I'm feeling generous. Josie, you get a gold star too.
The value of gold stars has just plummeted because there's so many gold stars out in the universe now.
Well, it's only the
You
people
like that?
Name, so
Oh, okay. So it stayed very
Yeah.
high. The value has stayed very high.
Very high.
several million, really billions of people. Well, congratulations, everyone. I hope this. I can't wait for it to arrive by mail. I think, or by horse and buggy.
Yeah.
I think we deliver them.
Every single person is getting a gold star physically in the mail.
Yeah. So congratulations. Find a nice place for it. Clean off your mantle. I guess it's time to put away the nutcrackers anyway. So make space for your gold star. Moving on. I guess everyone's just so excited they're speechless. Yes. David, are you frozen or are you just acting crazy?
I was speechless.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Well, so we have a few things to cover when it comes to 2023. Do we want to start with predictions? How about things that we thought were going to happen last year?
Yeah, let's start with predictions of what we thought would happen in 2022.
So this is what we did exactly
2022.
Sorry. And these are predictions. These aren't resolutions. Should we do predictions for next year and then go resolution?
Sounds great. It sounds
Okay.
like a great organization.
So we'll do predictions that we made for 2022. And is there a particular order we should start with?
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, we're gonna start with Erin. Ladies first.
Okay.
These are Erin's predictions for 2022.
All right. Fingers crossed.
And I'm kind of, we'll see what our predictions end up being for 2023. So I feel like we were a little vague and a little narrow. So we could maybe explore all of the range of predictions that we could have.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we explore specificity in the new year?
Well, we'll see right now. Erin's predictions for 2022. I think the Democrats will lose the House and Senate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's stop for a second. They did lose the House. They did not lose the Senate. So
Okay.
it's 50-50. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not too bad so far.
You did say any. Go ahead, David.
Sorry. I do think it was a good prediction because that's traditionally the way it goes. It swings back and forth. And yeah, that's
No, it was a solid prediction. This was a huge surprise what happened.
You did say that anything they would run for, they would lose. You were talking about the Democrats. So I think you expected every Democrat to lose.
I did. That did not happen, actually, which is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, Georgia, the Warnock thing was a huge thing because Georgia's they're so racist and they're so proud of it. But they're both black. I don't know. Keep going, Nathan. Sorry.
Erin's other prediction was that we would have another strain of COVID. Not sure if better or worse,
Better.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, we had a new variation of Omicron that infected us.
So that's a variation. But what's the difference between a strain and a variation? A variant versus a strain. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, so I don't know. They're all versions of Omicron, so I don't know if you can call it a new variant
Or a new strain.
I guess it's a variation of a variant.
It's a strain of a
No,
variant.
I think that one is probably a 50-50 split as well. Because I mean, what we've had,
I think we've had like
BA4, BA5, and now XBB. So we've had 3 this year, but they're all part of Omicron. So it's really exciting.
I don't even know all that stuff you said just now. I haven't heard of, like, I just don't even
Have you had
listen.
COVID yet?
Nope.
Do you wear a mask all the time?
I do wear a mask. I don't have any contact with human beings, and yeah, I don't think I've had physical contact with a human being. Oh, on Christmas I did, because there was kids around and give them hugs and stuff. But other than that, I know, right?
We probably touched each other back in July.
Yeah, so that's a lot. Was I there in July? It was July already?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was July. Isn't that crazy?
I think we hugged each other, yeah.
There were hugs. There were hugs and food sharing. There
think-
was food sharing.
I mean, yeah, I held hands.
Yeah.
We made out.
Shared sleeping bags.
Yeah. Sleeping bags.
We Frenched by the river. Yeah.
All right. So my predictions, there's some piggyback predictions going on, which I'm going to outlaw for this year's predictions.
They have to all be different.
Well, you can say you agree, but I'm not going to record the fact that we're not going to go over the fact that you agree.
Okay.
Or that you're like, yeah, I like your predictions. I'm going to do
That's
your
fine.
predictions
That's
too.
fine. Yeah.
Okay. So Nathan's were both of Erin's.
So you're outlawing yourself.
I am. I need to be a little bit more creative. Americans are oh, and then this is my other prediction, is that Americans are going to become stupider, argue more intensely, and come together less.
I think that's hard to quantify. Did that happen?
I don't know. That is very hard to quantify.
He basically just described the entire history of the United States.
Yeah, but is it worse than
the planet?
Is it worse than a year ago, though?
I think 2020 it was the worst of all, wasn't it?
I would
That
say
seems
that's
likely.
pretty close to accurate. Yeah.
There was an insurrection.
Yeah. Was that 2020 or 2021?
That was what, 2019 to 2020?
That was January 6th, 2021.
2020 to 2021.
Yeah.
I would see, I feel like it's also subjective as well, because I've been listening to less news. So experiencing less stupid people arguing.
And also because so many of the insurrectionists were being sent to jail, and they backpedaled and they said they were sorry and stuff. It was almost like that stupidity got smacked down off the drapes.
Yeah. So since Trump has been more subdued and not out in the public as much, it seems like that has calmed down a little bit.
True. Although we did have Kanye make some stupid racist comments, and Elon Musk bought Twitter, which has led to a lot of stupidity on Twitter. But I'm not on Twitter really. So
yeah, totally. But also we saw Trump, a lot of his Trumpers turned against him, and the black community turned against Kanye. They're like, nope.
Well,
nope.
Like he's such a fucking moron.
Yeah. So we see the stupidity, but they're getting smacked down off the drapes. So,
for so long, he was held to this. Okay, yeah, he's a little crazy, but he's a musical genius, so let's give him a pass. And I'm so happy he finally got to a place where people are like, okay, no more Kanye. Because I always felt like he was like not necessarily a racist, bigoted piece of shit, just like a huge narcissistic piece of shit. So I'm happy that everyone sees that now. We're all on the same page.
I think he has mental and behavioral problems. I really do. Like serious ones.
For sure.
Yeah.
Certainly. All right. And then David said, I agree with Nathan, and said more stupidity and more vocal about how stupid they are, and be proud of just being stupid.
And we were half right, but towards the end of, are we talking about this year, 2022 or 2021?
Yeah,
2022. I feel like it's slowed down. Yeah, like with Trump not getting the press that he got and being turned on. I feel like it's slowed down a little bit. We're gonna now see in 2024 and 2026 the new ramp up of some new kind of stupidity and racism. So
That's probably
ooh,
true.
I'm starting to make predictions already. So forget it. Sorry.
Whoa. Okay, so those were our predictions for 2022. I guess you could say
didn't he? Oh, that was a resolution.
that was a resolution.
Okay.
So that was for 2022. Some specific, some a little vague.
Well,
Those were all our predictions. Those aren't very exciting. Okay, I'm making an executive decision. We have to make exciting predictions tonight, and not just about stupid politics and stuff. We have to make exciting, sexy, happening predictions.
let's do that.
I think we should do that, and I think I have another proposal for how we should do it.
Yes, go.
We should go one at a time. So
Yeah,
Erin
until
should
we
go,
run
and
out.
then I'll go, then David, or whatever order we decide to go in. We'll just go round robin.
Okay, but my first one is a political one, so maybe I should just get it out of the way.
Oh, you bitch. Go.
I think that this is the year that Trump is going to fall off and his party is going to say bye-bye. I think it's going to happen this year. I think it's already started, and I think people want a different candidate. Or people, I say the Republicans or everybody. And I think that his downfall has started.
Okay.
Finally. Whether or not he's going to be convicted of a crime and go to jail, I think that's maybe another prediction someone can give. I think that he will not be the popular first place nominee.
All right.
I think that going into the next presidential election, they're going to turn away from him. But Aunt Josie wants exciting, she said, exciting, sexy prediction. So you have to take that prediction and give it a sexy twist. Go.
And
He'll do it naked.
no, he's going to.
Ew.
Well, I don't think this will happen in 2023, but Melania will leave him.
Ooh, you think so?
Yeah, but it won't be till like 2025.
Do you think that'll be public, or she'll just disappear?
I think she'll just disappear.
I think that she'll end up, I think we'll see her in the late 2020s or early 2030s with some stupid young man.
Maybe like a dancer, like a choreographer or something.
She'll be there with
Yeah.
Don Jr.
Oh God, no! She hates the Trumps. She hates all of them.
Yeah, well, I
She's
don't
gonna
blame
go
her.
and yeah, no, totally.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Well, in
You
that
go.
vein, this is a crazy prediction, and I feel like it's either this. I feel like it's a good chance this year, but maybe in the next 2 years.
But
I'm going to say 2023. Russia will get a new leader.
Oh, really? This next
Yeah.
year?
Ooh.
Yeah, because I think the
Alright.
war is going to just drag, and things are going to get worse and worse, and it's gonna really mess Putin up, and I think he's going to be gone. So then there's going to be a replacement with the sexy young model. Maybe it'll be Melania.
Melania, she should take over Russia. That'd be awesome.
Should she?
But,
All right, that's a big one.
That's my prediction. What's one of my
So
predictions?
somebody, isn't Putin ill? Was a comment. I don't know that. I
yes.
haven't seen that.
He is ill.
Oh, there's been tons of rumors that he has some serious illness.
David, your mic is
Yeah, what's
getting
up with your
loud
mic?
and quiet, and it's very hard to
Oh no,
hear
I don't know
and
what to
record you.
do. What do I do?
I would
I know, we
just
fixed it
stay,
last
stay
time, didn't
close
we?
to the mic.
Okay, stay close to the mic,
Yeah.
David.
Yeah, don't move. That sounds better.
Yeah.
All right. So
All
yeah, it would be better if Russia had a sexy leader, 100%.
All right, David, do you have a prediction for next year?
My prediction is there'll be something exciting from space because of like the Webb, the big Webb Telescope that's 1 million miles out.
James
There'll
Webb.
be something- Yeah, the James Webb Telescope. There'll be something sexy from that. And I don't know if you guys know this, but they think that on I forget the name of the moon. One of the moons on Jupiter is liquid, part of it's liquid. And they think they're going to find not only bacterial life, but maybe some kind of like complex life. Not like humans, but something like an octopus or something. I don't think that's
They're
going to happen
gonna bring that-
2023.
They're going to bring that back to Earth and unleash hell.
That'd be awesome.
Would
No,
it?
I don't think that's going to be found 2023, but I think something exciting that the Webb Telescope, I don't think life is going to be found for at least another 10, 15 years. And I don't think intelligent life is going to be found in our lifetime. It's going to be like microbial or, but do you know that there's a growing group of scientists that are like, there's a huge possibility that there is no life at all anywhere, because they were saying, it's impossible with the amount of stars and stuff, but a lot of them are saying, you know what, there's a possibility that there's no life, at least in our zone where we can contact it.
Yeah. So here's my question about those predictions, David.
Yeah.
What happens to the religious books once there's even microbial life discovered somewhere other than on Earth?
Oh, dude, those people can double down. I mean, there are hundreds of thousands of full skeletons of dinosaurs and things found, and they still say that that's a hoax. They're going to double down and be like, hoax, stupid, okay. They lie. Like, they're not going to, until fucking E.T. gives them a blowjob, they're not going to care at all.
That's the beauty of the era that we live in, that if you don't like it, you can just say it's fake.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
100%.
Okay, cool. Erin, do you have another prediction?
I do. This prediction is, I'm going to tie it in with my news. So I'm going to blow the lid off of my news.
Whoa.
My prediction in 2023 is that I will push another human being out of my vagina.
Who will it be? Will it be Putin?
I mean, I don't think so, because he's already alive, but I'm already halfway there.
Oh my God. Aw. Will it be a lesbian?
What?
Will it be a lesbian?
I don't know. We'll do a gender reveal on a future podcast.
So you're like 18 months pregnant. How did you keep this? Wait, Hooligan Mama knew it already? How did she know?
She's on our secret mailing list.
Wait, I'm not on your secret mailing list.
Well, we talk a lot, so.
Oh, you guys do? You talk a lot?
No, you us three, the podcast hosts.
Oh.
We find out in other ways.
Yeah, you don't need to be on the secret mailing list, David.
I guess I got bumped off by Aunt Josie. Wow. Are you freaking out, Aunt Josie? So does everybody know and stuff?
Nobody publicly knows, just friends and family.
And what's the due date?
May 26th. Nathan's
oh my God, you're gonna have a 24-month pregnancy?
It feels that way. It feels like it just feels like it's never ending.
She was 3 weeks in and ready for it to be over.
Look at CB Actor Traveler's on. He says, congratulations.
Oh, so there's another listener.
Another Edmondson gorgeous child. All right, listen. We need to shut it down for a minute. Okay, you guys are parents. Yeah, parenthood is gorgeous and beautiful, and nature's wonderful, and having a baby is wonderful. But be honest. Having a baby, like being pregnant and giving birth, is kind of fucking insane and stupid. Admit it. Say it out loud.
I wouldn't call it stupid.
Insane.
It is. It's crazy.
And there's something a little cuckoo in la cabeza with someone who's like, yeah, I'm going to have another baby and shove it out my vagina. Right? Admit it.
That's not how it starts. You don't shove it up and then it...
No, but you shove it out of your vagina.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work to do it. Oh, look at that.
Push it real good. Yeah. Who's Darren Livesay? Is that the fourth Edmondson brother?
Basically.
Nearly. Good friend from high school.
Oh, different kid.
Pregnancy should be 6 months shorter than it is, because it feels like it's 24 months at least. because I'm not even halfway through the process, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this.
But to answer your question from my perspective, David, it really isn't that bad.
I know, Nathan. Aren't you like, why? What are women complaining about? Like,
he just like curls his hair and
Yeah, whatever.
hangs out.
No, I mean, it is.
Yeah,
It is pretty challenging because I ended up throwing my back out. I was the one who ended up on pain meds after the pregnancy or after the delivery.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. Listen, I'm not. I wasn't excited. I wasn't like I want to do it again. It was like we want to have another kid, and this is the thing we have to do for that to happen. So,
are you gonna have more kids?
Otherwise, you have to buy them on the black market, and they're so expensive.
Or even if you adopt, it's super expensive. So this is
the free. Dude, if you guys are gonna have a white baby, like you should think of maybe marking it up and selling it on.
Okay, yeah, I'll consider that.
White babies make a ton of money. Are you gonna have another one after this?
No, I am retired. I am already planning my retirement party. It's gonna be grand. Old, man. I'm gonna be too old.
And it is a lot of work. Even in the fun times, even when I was visiting, there were times when I saw Nathan's face and I saw Erin's face, and they just like, and then like their hands would clutch. We go, okay, go. Like even after, like, yeah, you guys are gonna be more relaxed with this baby, 100%. But it's a lot of work. Parents are insane. Just say it out loud. Parents are insane, and we know it. Just say it.
I don't know. It's been so much better than I thought it was going to be as a formerly proclaimed baby hater.
With the baby, but the pain was so much worse than you thought it would be, right?
Oh, labor? Yeah. Yeah, you know what's crazy? I'm planning to do it the same way again. So.
What is wrong with you?
No. Anyway.
All right.
So that's I think that was kind of a cheat prediction because that unless something horribly goes wrong, that will certainly happen in 2020.
Oh, don't say that. But you should watch every episode of Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon to see how to give birth.
I think I'm good. I think I know what to do at this point.
Wait, I just have one more question, then we move on. Is there that much blood flying everywhere?
I'm gonna ask Nathan because he had front row seats. I was in another world mentally.
There's a good amount of blood. There's not a lot of blood for a long time, and then there's like a dumping of blood.
And what actually? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Kind of a pool of blood.
And one more question:
Am I going to eat the placenta?
No. Do you really hear those ripping sounds when the baby's coming out?
There are no ripping sounds.
Oh my god!
Oh, so that's just House of the Dragon. Okay, all right. I just had to ask.
I am not going to watch that show. Thank you for solidifying that for me.
Oh my god, no! You should never. There was a woman even that was watching it with the same project I had to watch it for. And she had to excuse herself. She had to take a walk around the block, and she had to talk to someone and be like, "I need a break. I can't do it. I can't do it."
I don't understand how that kind of entertainment is necessary.
I don't either. There's something wrong with George R.R. Martin and Ryan Condal, I think his name is. It's like there is something wrong with them. You don't have to show every miscarriage and abortion and birth.
I don't know what kind of. I don't know how much he has to do with them. Actually, he might have a producer
with House of Dragon. It's this guy named Ryan Condal and George R.R. Martin that are doing it. They're doing all the writing.
So he is writing. Okay.
Yeah. I think he's outlining the story, and the other guy is writing the episodes.
So I heard the first season was really, aside from the gratuitous nature of the child stuff, the birthing stuff. I heard it's really good, actually, and they're really setting up quite a few seasons. That's what I heard.
There are very many good things about it, but it's a pain in the ass. It's like giving birth the entire series because they don't have 5 seconds of non. What?
It's like giving birth in that it's horrible at the time, but you want to do it again after. You want to keep watching.
No, I don't want to watch it anymore because they don't give them even 5 seconds. They don't let us enjoy the world. They created this amazingly beautiful world. It's a gorgeous show. It's amazing. The sets and everything that they've created, it's amazing. But they don't let you enjoy it for 5 seconds. Not 5 seconds can you enjoy a fucking episode.
That's
Anyways.
Okay, I have a prediction.
Thank you.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to cut my hair this year.
What? What about
Why?
curls?
I know. I think I've reached peak hair, so I can't. Nothing can be done after
Then we
this.
can't have matching haircuts anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you? How are you gonna be married to a woman that your hair doesn't match? How does that work?
I think we'll just have to get separate rooms.
I know, right? How? Well, I guess you have to do it so your kids can tell you apart now.
Well, that's the problem. Coral will run into or below Florence. What do we call her? Velour?
Little Velour and little. What's his name going to be? Vinyl or?
Wait, you're assuming that.
No.
You're assuming
You're
that
assuming it's
the
a
gender.
boy. Who knows what it is?
Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever the kid's name. Vinyl is Emily's child.
Vinyl.
What's this new kid going to be named?
I don't know. Well, we'll have to do a gender reveal, and that will help us narrow it down.
Well,
we'll do
Velour will run into the room and be, "Mommy, Daddy, Mommy, Daddy." No idea who it is.
that. No way
It's
to know.
impossible to tell the difference.
Yeah, that's a good.
So,
prediction.
listeners and viewers, think of names because we're going to name the baby.
So yes, that's my prediction. I'm going to cut my hair in 2023, especially if there's a little rugrat around with little hands to grab things. And plus, I need to. I can't take the 2.5 hours to curl my hair that I've been doing the last several years. I need to dedicate that time to childbearing.
He's in the bathroom for 4.5 hours in the morning.
And half of that's just the morning poo.
He's pooing and curling his hair.
Yeah. What do you do?
Oh, we have a good question from our listener. Is cutting one's hair a prediction or a resolution?
It's a prediction.
He predicts that it will happen.
Well, only because, like, I don't know if you want to share how much you've agonized over this decision over the past few months. That you're making a prediction, but it actually might not happen because it's a really hard thing to commit to.
Yeah,
in Nathan's world,
it is.
Let me just give you one word of advice, Nathan. Wigs.
You don't wear wigs. You should have every wig. You should have like 7 wigs.
I should have every wig. I'll get wigs. All right, let's get wigs. We're gonna do it. That's our one of our first resolutions as the 3 of us. Wigs in 2020.
Okay, David, you get one more prediction. Then we need to move on to resolutions.
That's
because
true.
we are like just killing time.
Prediction. I predict that there's going to be more, because there are like so many breakthroughs in science coming down the chute, and we're not privy to all of them. I predict that there's going to be another jump up because we're due for it, because it was like around the turn of the century when we had that jump up with the internet and blah blah blah, and our lives changed. It changed our lives. I predict there's going to be another jump up that's going to happen right around now, that like in 20 years we'll be at the point we're at now with the internet and stuff. Does that make sense? Did that make sense to anybody?
It's already started, David.
Yeah, the ramp.
It's
Yeah.
AI.
AI is the greatest. AI is the greatest. And yes, Darren, we have a listener that asked, do they make pubic wigs? Of course they do. Where have you been? You don't have a pubic wig? You guys know someone who doesn't have a pubic wig? That is so horrible. Yes, AI, and I'm all in on AI, as we've said before. You guys are iffy, and you guys should make a public declaration that you are in on AI, or they're going to hear this, and you guys are in big trouble.
I am.
Oh, no. CB Actor Traveler says too vague. He listened to the beginning of the show. All right. More, less vague. Okay, it's gonna be AI. Nathan, help me with that one. AI and hologrammy shit.
Make it sexy. Make it sexy.
And VR, like all that stuff is gonna be more real, like a lot more real for us. And we're gonna be able to go into these worlds. Excuse me. Only if they get Mark Zuckerberg out of it, though, because his whole meta thing is a epic fail.
I don't know anyone who is participating in that or has any interest in doing that.
Yeah, I'm not even. Yeah, I haven't even seen anything from it. I've just heard talk about it, how it's a big fail, but we haven't even seen. Like, he's not good on promotion because I haven't seen any of it.
Okay, so we're gonna do one more round of predictions, but it's just a statement and no conversation. We're moving on.
Okay.
All right, Erin.
Ugh, it's like all I could do is COVID. So China just took down a lot of their COVID restrictions. So what's going to happen is that COVID is going to run rampant through the Chinese population, however many billion there are in China. And in that process of infecting this giant population of people, there's going to be some like crazy strain of COVID that is going to then seep out of the borders and then out into the world.
Gross. Through the pubic wig.
If it can get out of the pubic wig.
Okay, that's depressing.
Sorry.
I have a prediction.
COVID's never going away. I think that's what I've resigned to.
That's depressing. Depressing. I have a uplifting and sexy prediction for 2020.
Ooh, sexy.
David Monster is going to fall in love with the love of his life.
Ooh.
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, yeah. We'll find
Cake?
out.
Are you guys sending me cake?
Maybe.
Cake.
That's my prediction.
I mean, I don't even know what to say to that.
Say yes, David. Say yes.
Just be open.
Say yes to love. What is the love of my life? I don't even know what it is. Oh, this ties in with my prediction then. Okay, I'm going to go with my prediction. I'm moistening my mouth so I can make the prediction.
Okay.
AI and more lifelike robots.
Ooh.
Are going to come within the next. I predict in the next 10 years we'll have like really lifelike robots that are more.
Well, this will be a hard one to check a year from now, but
yeah, that will be a hard one to check.
Oh, these are predictions only for the next year.
Yeah, 2023 predictions.
Wow, major. Ooh, CB Actor Traveler says, "Wow, major prediction, Nathan." I kind of predict that you're kind of wrong, Nathan, but I predict. Oh, I don't know. In the next year, I predict that something amazing will happen to one of the three of us or all three of us. Something amazing in the next year. Amazing. I don't want to say because it's a jinx, no take backs or whatever the thing is.
Like a birth of a child?
No, I'm talking about like life-changing. No, better than that. I'm talking about life-changing, something that like I don't want to say because it jinx it, but like something like, you know, like
a big promotion or
yeah, like along those
lottery
lines. A new child is good too. As long as you name it Gulliver, that'll be a good one.
We'll see.
All right, so let's review our resolutions for 2022 and we can briefly talk about how we did with our resolutions.
It's not a good sign that I don't remember what my resolution is.
David, do you remember what your resolution is?
I think just to, resist the surgeon's knife for yet another year.
Resist the surgeon.
I don't know.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All
right. So David,
I know.
You said your resolution for 2022 was the same resolution as your 2021 resolution.
Oh, to have more fun?
Which was to have more fun, to not care if you were going to hurt people while having fun. And to be kinder and more Trumpy and Madonna-y, be stupid and just go for it.
Oh, yeah, to be more Tom Cruise-y, Madonna-y. Yeah, I want to be more Tom
No,
Cruise-y,
Trumpy, not Tom Cruise-y, Trumpy and Madonna.
I don't know who I hate more, Trump or Tom Cruise.
Did you do it? Did you follow? Did your resolution come true?
CB Actor Traveler says, David's so vague, he could be Miss Cleo. All right. All right, he's calling me out, so I'm going to be more specific. I think, I'm going to get a book deal or, our podcast will get picked up by Gimlet or along those lines or something amazing where it's like, what?
Wait a minute. Are we still
I
talking
know
about
Miss.
your prediction?
Yeah.
Because I got called out. See by
Okay,
Traveler says I'm too vague.
All right.
Oh, my resolution. So yeah, my resolution is.
Did you
Yeah.
You do
do the resolution we just mentioned for 2022?
No, I didn't. I care too much to be nice, but I'm kind of coming out of that more, where I'm not as nice, and I
Were
just
you
want to kick
stupid
people
at
in the
all?
vagina. Was I stupid at all?
Yeah, you said you
Yeah,
were stupid.
I did a couple of stupid things this year. Yeah.
Did you just
a
go
couple,
for it?
That's it.
Did you
No, I didn't just go for it. I need to start going for it, right?
if you want, we'll get to your
All right, I'm
resolution. We're gonna do all everyone's resolutions first.
All right. What did I say?
Erin said she was going to get back to pre-baby status physically, weight, etc.
And how did you do?
I think she's going in the other direction now.
I got a ways to go.
Is it fun to be? Wait, so you're 4? Oh, you're 4 months pregnant. Does the baby start moving around at 4 months?
I mean, it's been moving around for a while. I haven't
It's
felt
been moving,
it.
really?
Yeah, I mean, it moves around as soon as it can do anything. I don't know. You count weeks during pregnancy, so I don't know.
Oh, there's no way to figure out what that is.
It's like 19 months or 19 weeks. It feels like months.
Yeah, 19 weeks is about 4 months, right?
Yeah, honestly, at this rate, by this, it's going to be, if I want to be even close to what I was pre-baby, I'll have to be 40. So I'm looking at a couple years.
Wow. Oh, so you got pregnant right after I left. Wait,
whose baby is this?
That's what the sleeping bag sharing was happening.
If your baby comes out bald, we're gonna know.
Oh no!
Wait a minute.
Hey, Cora came out bald.
All right. My resolution was to. This is stupid. It was fitness and to eliminate dwelling on things I can't control or things that have happened in the past or fear in the future. Limit negative dwelling by letting that shit go.
And how did you do on those resolutions?
Well, so I tracked fitness in a book, and I meant to go back and look at it. And I think there was some progress with fitness, although there were some obstacles, one of which was COVID. I feel like there were a few sicknesses that just kind of knocked me off I would just get into a routine and then it would be 2 to 4 weeks of kind of recovery from things, which sucked.
Yeah.
But in some regard, yes, there was positive resolving of resolution. In other ways, maybe not.
Yeah.
And probably the same for the other as well, I would say. So those were it sounds like we all kind of didn't do our resolutions so well.
Well, I think that we should then resolute once again for 2023.
We're going to resolute again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you don't have to. Honestly, if it might be at a point where how many resolutions that you don't keep, how often does that happen until you just decide to not do resolutions anymore?
I think it's more fun if we do resolutions and then we can throw them up in our own faces next year.
David, you did say towards the end of our conversation last year, you did say that it's important to keep it simple, stupid, and do what you want. Focus on what you want to do on a daily basis because life will make you do what you don't want to do. You might as well make yourself happy right now and all the time because you still have to do the shit you don't want to do. So
that's fucking brilliant. That's fucking brilliant. If you don't do what you want to do, life will make you do what you don't want to do.
That's true.
It will.
Yeah, that's true.
I am so fucking brilliant.
I was a competitive swimmer.
Yeah, oh yeah, Nathan was a competitive swimmer.
David, get close to your mic.
What you guys need to do, in one of your guys' resolutions, you need to write down everything I say because it's so fucking brilliant.
That's why we do a podcast so that it's recorded.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's recorded. Let's record on all.
Okay, resolutions for 2023. Specific, actionable, trackable,
Okay.
attainable. How about that?
Yeah.
Specific, measurable,
Okay.
attainable, realistic, and on a timeline. It happens in 2023.
Okay. Who goes first?
You're pregnant. You're resolving for 2.
Okay. My resolution, I'm going to have to get a little vulnerable, get intimate with you all to give my resolution. So I would say throughout starting in my early 20s onward, I've on and off had periods of pretty bad anxiety. And I don't mean like I'm stressed out. We all feel stressed out. I mean like actual like diagnosable mental health issue, anxiety. And it's I've never allowed it to stop me from doing things, but it just makes doing things a lot less comfortable and unpleasant. Then I've gone on and off throughout the year. I'll have years where I feel fine. And then all of a sudden there's like usually something happens and then I'll feel bad again for a while until in the past, it's been like, I'll have these like revelations and I kind of just work through it. So after COVID, we got COVID in July and I've read that this has happened to other people too. I think people that are predisposed to have anxiety, their anxiety levels go through the roof. And that happened to me. It was like right after I started to feel better from the illness, I realized that I was starting to feel that nasty, familiar feeling again. And it kind of just crept up and got worse for a while. And it's not gone. So, and I've been doing a lot of research and a lot of work on my own to figure this out because I want it to go away. I want to, like, I know I can overcome it. I know I can figure it out. And I think it's been more of a journey being pregnant. So I've been pregnant since August 20th. So that was like, I had 6 weeks of being sick of COVID. So as soon as I feel better with COVID, I get pregnant. And then, I have this heightened anxiety for months at a time during the busiest work season that I've had, during the first trimester of a pregnancy, which
oh my God, yeah.
Most people, the most difficult. So there's so many layers of difficulty during the fall. And I certainly am feeling a bit better, but I think I realized how much work I still had to do to get to a point where if this does come back again, I can nip it in the bud and just know how to figure it out. So my resolution is to genuinely once and for all figure this issue out. And I think I have the foundation of tools that I need. I just have to put practices in place and be disciplined. And that's something I've struggled with over the last couple of months, is being consistent with things. And so I would like to come back to this podcast at the end of 2023 and say that I've healed myself of this issue. And it's going to be hard because I'm not going to get more comfortable over the next 5 months. Things will get more uncomfortable as I get more pregnant. Birth certainly is an ordeal, and I don't know how it will go. It could be a fucking disaster, or it could be simple. And then having newborn with a toddler it's going to be a really anxiety producing year. So I think it's a lofty goal, but I think I can do it. And that's my resolution. So thank you for letting me pour my heart out to you.
I think that what you said, we can all relate to. We support you.
I want to point out during this time for her, I kind of was going through a similar challenge where every other week I was deciding and then backtracking on whether or not I was going to cut my hair. And it was really hard.
Yeah. It must be hard, Nathan, living with Erin when you have a real problem and she just goes on and on about this triviality that she's going through.
You have no idea, David. Thank you. I feel
Erin,
sick, David. Thank you.
Look at his hair, Erin, and just be like, you know what? You are getting an outpouring of support. Aunt Josie said, bless your heart. CV Actor Traveler said, thank you for sharing, Erin. We support you. And Hooligan Mama went on to say this, if you want to read it, Nathan.
My youngest suffers anxiety with OCD, which happened after the pandemic. It's hard. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough too, because most people, if you talk about anxiety, everyone's like, oh yeah, I get it. I have that too. And it's when it's at a certain level, it's just not the same thing as what what normal people experience as like heightened stress or even prolonged periods of stress. To like have your body like physically react in the way it does to certain triggers in certain situations, it's like it's a whole other shitstorm. So only certain people that like I'm sure Hooligan Mama, you truly understand that, and with your son, and yeah, it's, and I feel for you. It sucks, it really does.
No, totally.
Looking out for me.
I have soft curlers.
It says we need to send Nathan soft curlers to wear at night so his bathroom time is short. And that's a great idea. And then I just glass PVD bag.
I have those. They're all yours.
Okay, great. I'm going to start soft curling.
Aww. They come out of the woodwork when you pour your heart out.
Well, can I say that what was interesting when we were reviewing the podcast from last year was Erin was announcing that so this would have been going into 2022, so end of 2021, is that she had felt that she had overcome a lot of her anxiety.
Oh, that's true. I did say that.
So that was what kind of sparked this train of thought. I realized, because she was like, oh, wow. I felt like I had figured it out. Now I don't feel like I have it figured out.
Yeah, what I think what I figured out with the genuine, like, I think I figured out for sure that there will always be things like COVID or like whatever, like I'm not going to go through like my history of like why this happens or doesn't happen throughout the years, but like there's always going to be these things. So I need to be just ready for them. So whatever the next one is, it happens and I cruise through it and move on quickly. So
I say, yeah, when you pointed out that anxiety, people say they have anxiety and then it's different when you have it intensely. I've had one panic attack and it was really intense. I thought I was having a heart attack. But Erin kind of experienced those symptoms on a daily basis for a long time, which is pretty wild.
Wow.
When I described what I had happened, she's like, oh, yeah, that's what happens when I drive to work.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, totally. Ugh.
It's a marathon.
Yeah, I understand.
Your hair.
That's true. Yeah, it is. It is. We'll see.
Yeah, no, I understand, Erin. And I think that we all have to realize that there's it's just life. Life is always about figuring out problems, unfortunately. And our bodies are so out of our control that it's just like, ugh.
Yeah. I think that certain people are just more highly sensitized. And I always, I'm like super aware all the time of what's going on around me, and especially what's going on in my body. Like I swear I could feel like the blood going through my body. Like I am very tuned into a fault. And like sometimes it's great. I feel like it's been helpful in like birth and labor and things like that, where it's good to be like kind of one with your body, but it's also backfired and like just turned into a major catastrophe at times in my life where I'm like the littlest thing, I'm like, I shouldn't even feel that. And it's like sending me on a spiral. Because most people wouldn't even think about those little sensations that are happening in their body, and I'll create a whole story out of it.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Anyway.
All right, we got 2 more resolutions. That was a very good resolution, and I hope you keep us updated throughout. Maybe that's part of the deal for this one, is that we keep updated throughout the year on we'll do like maybe quarterly updates.
Yeah, well, this one
or something. This
one I'm very determined to figure out. So this is not one I'll forget and come back next year like, oh, I didn't do anything.
No,
let's do it. That's going to be our resolution, is we all 3 give progress on
you got to deep throat your mic.
Yeah, deep throat your mic, David.
Yeah, we'll give progress on our resolutions and our progress in our stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to go, David, or shall I go?
You go.
You go. Okay. So I think I'll just do one and I'll make it very specific. So I'm going to complete, like done, finalize an edit for a documentary that I shot 10 years ago and submit it to at least one film festival, the Philly Film Festival, maybe other ones, but they have a deadline, I think, in May or July, or, there's like an early deadline and then late deadlines. But with pending vaginal births, I figured we'll try to get by May, have it completed and finished and edited. So that's my resolution for 2023. That's
a good one.
Wow. Can you tell us the subject of the documentary?
Yeah. So it's a documentary that it was shot during the week of the final performance of my improv troupe in Philly. So there was this improv troupe that I started here in Philly with some friends. We had a 10-year run as a group and did a lot of really fun things in Philly. It was kind of when the improv scene was just starting and kind of, taking off in this city and kind of around the country. It was kind of at that time when improv was becoming very popular. So we had a lot of really fun experiences, and then we retired the team. Two of us had relocated out of the city. So at that point, it really didn't make sense to keep the group, quote, together, because we were really never going to do shows together very often, if at all. So we decided to officially retire, and we retired at the 9th annual Philly Improv Festival. We had our last show there. And I interviewed some people, and we talked about the group and talked about improv in Philly and improv in general. So it feels kind of fitting to then 10 years later. So we were together for 10 years. We had our retirement show, and then 10 years later, kind of complete this project and just get it off the table forever.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited I think it's cool that you following this group over 20 years on and off. I think it'll be cool. Not a lot of projects, especially docs, have that kind of longevity, usually following something for a very short period of time. So I think this kind of gives it some legs.
We'll see. I mean, ideally it should have been done 9 years ago.
I don't know. I think this is going to make it stronger, because I think you can follow up with whatever.
Yeah. Well, I do
follow up.
After.
I think it opens up a lot of really interesting possibilities for doing it this way. And I think I think there's a chance that it could be better like this than it would have been otherwise, because you can take it in some other directions. But I'm honestly just sick of thinking about it, because I've thought about it for 10 years. So
I understand. You're getting kudos from the audience too.
Woo-hoo!
David, what about you?
Mine's not as exciting now, but I've kind of started it already, where I've realized, it finally sank into me that the world is never going to be what I want it to be. Like when I drive on the freeway, I get pissed off, and I kind of have started calming down, and I've been like, you know what? People are not going to get more cordial on the highway. People are never going to do the right thing. People aren't going to be courteous. This is not a world where all of a sudden overnight people are going to have manners in the supermarket, or even just people If they're not courteous people, they're not going to be courteous people. So I kind of have like a thing going through my head, like water off a duck's back or let it go. And I kind of calm down, because I'm like, yeah, I'm getting mad on the freeway, but these people are doing what they're always going to do. These people are doing what they do and what they're always going to do. And me getting mad is just hurting myself. It's not hurting anyone else. So I kind of am doing that. And it's even with people in my life where I'm like, oh, they don't care. They don't care about me. Like, they're not going to be courteous. You're not going to change them. So just, water off a duck's back, water off a duck's back. Like, just, and it is like, I'm working on how to do it better, but it does calm me down. It's like even having that thought, like, oh yeah, people don't care. People are not going to change. The human race will not change. Even with politics, like, that's the way they are. Like, you're not going to change Trumpers. You're not going to change racists. You're not going to change these people. So it's just like, just keep going, make your own life. And go ahead, what?
I was going to say, I think that's like the quickest way to happiness is realizing that you can't
Yeah.
change people, but you can change how you react to all these situations and to all these, people.
Yeah.
It is.
Exactly. Just even having the thought calms me a little, but I'm going to work out other ways, and that'll be our journey. That'll be my journey with you guys. I'll be like, oh, I figure out to do this when I'm in these situations. And like when I get mad, I am mad at a couple of people right now, and I'm like, that's just the way they are. Like I have to keep reminding myself they do shitty things, but it's like that is the way they are. That's the way they are. Like, calm down. CB After Traveler is very hateful, very hurtful. And he says David needs to resolve to stop these filters.
Oh, we got.
Oh,
You might be voted out, David.
We want to see your lovely actual face, David.
Aunt Josie says yes, which is rude. Aunt Josie also says he's incredibly handsome and should show the world his charming appeal. Oh, I didn't know Aunt Josie was insane.
You didn't?
No, I'm starting to realize. And Maraka says, that sounds so good, David. Oh, thank you, Maraka. Yeah, you're our guru. I should have just talked to Nancy. She would have known to tell me this. We should talk to our guru. We should check in with our guru every once in a while, have her on, and just run these things by her.
We call her basically every single day. So
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah,
Valora likes having some contact with the guru.
Valora needs her daily guru fix.
Yeah. Who also
says face?
Yeah, who wants
to do best and worst of 2022. I know we can do that quickly.
Best and worst? I didn't even think about this.
What?
Did we talk about
Didn't
this?
you read
Was
the
this
email?
I didn't read the email, I guess.
Oh, no. Well, does anything pop up? If you don't have one, you don't have one. Does anything pop up as the best or worst moment of your 2022?
Of our own personal?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I've had so many of both, I think. I have to acknowledge that I have been trying to practice a lot more gratitude. So there's been a lot of great things that I've noticed in life. So, yeah, I don't know. For me, it's great things have just been the amount of time with family that we've been able to have this year. That's been really huge, from trips of people visiting us here to some short, small vacations that we've done with family, some without. There's been some great trips without family too.
Awesome.
So, but really the little Rugrat's been the positive thing. Downers, getting COVID, that sucked. And the few times I've been sick, they've been like, since I had COVID, I've been sick twice, and they've been long and like a little bit more annoying than I think they should have been.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like my worst ones are all health related too, because like first COVID for sure.
Kidney stone. I had a kidney stone.
Oh, that was this year?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we had quite a year. Then I got really sick again in September. And then I had an issue related to this pregnancy. Everything's fine. And I sent somebody to the ER for a night, and then resulted in like a modified rest plan where I couldn't lift my own child for 6 weeks. And that really sucked.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. When we talk about gratitude, being grateful for when you are feeling well and when you're healthy, don't take that for granted, because man, when you are not healthy, it's really terrible and can really suck up your life. So I'd say those moments throughout the year were the worst. And like, how can I say anything was better than filming our 300th episode all together in Philly in July?
I was gonna say, and even that meal that Super Chef Christopher Davis fed us.
Yeah.
Don't you just want to kick him right in the cunt? Like when you see him, you're like, God, would we be able to score another one of those if I came back?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you came back, you got to come back.
Yeah. You got to come back, David.
All right, let's do it. You tell me when and I'll come back. Honestly.
Okay. Next week.
Yeah.
All right. I'm on my way. That way. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, look, if you ever get the chance to go to Philadelphia, go to Urban Village, ask for Christopher Davis, and just say, I'm in your hands feed me. Like, it was just so fucking good. I mean, we did get special treatment. You're not going to get that. And you're going to have to pay an arm and a leg, but still it's worth it.
All right, David, do you have best and worst for the year?
The worst that keeps standing out to me is that I've taken on, I have to work on a project in the Valley, and I have to drive, and just LA traffic is just dry. It's like, it's why I kind of do that mantra, but it's also like, I feel like the same as you, Erin, like I really do feel uncontrollable anxiety and rages on the freeway and stuff. And even just looking at when I go to get in my car and it's 3 today, even it was, you know, I left the project early, 3:30 to get back here and do it. And it's like, it said it was going to be an hour and a half to get home. And it's like, to go 20 miles, hour and a half is unacceptable. And it does, the proper emotion is rage. So just traffic is my worst thing of the year. And I know that's not even that big of a deal. And people are probably like, no big deal, but
it is a big
yeah,
deal.
big deal.
I can't believe you go from the beach to Burbank every day.
No, totally.
So much. I don't think I would survive.
And the best thing, honestly, is I've decided recently to go all in on writing and just let everything go. And it's building, and it's, I don't know, like you people out there who have a creative urge or any urge at all, go with it, because just on a daily basis, people are finding me that I don't know, telling me that I've made their lives better. And I thought it would be trivial, like, oh, big deal, so they like my writing. But like when it happens, it's like, oh my, really? Like something I created, people are like, and they wanting more. They're like, when are you going to do this? And when are you going to do that? And oh my God, this is so awesome. And that's so awesome. And it's just like, that's what's been the best of this year. And I'm just going all in. And it's actually getting big, like on some things where I can't respond. Like it's getting a little out of control with a lot of response, where it's like, wow, it's like it's getting, that's all. It's just really good. It's just building, and it's getting really good. That's all. That's
awesome.
why I decided to do the legitimate one. Go ahead. What?
Oh, I'm really happy for you on that, because that's what you've always wanted to do.
Thank you very much. I encourage everyone to do that, because even if it can't support you, just getting the feedback from people that you've never, people in China, someone in Portugal, like who even knew there was a Portugal? Like, and someone in oh God, there's an island. Oh God, I forgot the island. There's an island.
Antarctica.
In the Mediterranean. No, in the Mediterranean.
Egypt.
Canary Islands.
It's like the Canary Islands. It's Tenerife. One of those where it's like, it's what?
Tenerife, Sicily.
Cyprus.
I'll look it up. It's like the Canary Islands. It's one of those islands that is like a mythical island. And I'm like, what? Like, how did you find me? Wow. Like, it's incredible. Anyway.
David, I have to ask, so you produce the show technically. So like you do
the executive producer, yes.
And so you write up the scroll at the bottom. So it says, fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ass fucking tonight.
Bitch.
Can you explain that?
Well, I just wanted to get people ready if we were going to give them good predictions or bad predictions, and be more specific. And Nathan did lay down the law on our predictions and stuff.
Were you expecting a virtual orgy?
Hey, you never know with the three of us. You never know.
That's true.
Now, is that a bumpy ass fucking or a bumpy ass fucking? Like, is it
the ass isn't bumpy?
Ass fucking, or is it a bumpy ass fucking?
Yeah, it's like, you know when you're when you're getting fucked so hard that
you have to work on your hyphenation.
I'm just curious.
Bumpy ass. Oh yeah, I should have put ass fucking hyphenated. I'm so sorry.
Bumpy ass fucking. Oh, so it is ass fucking.
It is an ass fucking.
The ass fucking is bumpy, not the ass.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I thought it was a bumpy ass fucking.
Wait, is it two bumpy asses? Is it two bumpy asses bumping together?
We're getting approval from Aunt Josie. She likes that. She likes ass. Aunt Josie likes ass fucking, don't you, Aunt Josie?
I don't think there's a better way to end
Yeah.
our 2022 podcast series.
right.
So thank you all for listening. We'll be back in 2023. Have a wonderful New Year. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Thank you for listening.
And fucking join our Twitter already.
No, Patreon.
No.
Patreon. Yeah. Patreon.
Or at the very least, write us a review on iTunes because we're gonna read them soon. The new
Oh
ones.
yeah, those are fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I love reading the year-end. Do it on everywhere. Write us a review everywhere.
Exit only. Thanks, Hooligan Mama. That's a good point.
Oh, Hooligan Mama. She's so kooky. All right. Happy New Year, snizz bitches.